Welcome to part three of my first round mock. Um, I know this is taking really long. I might double post just because um, I just want to get move on to other projects, and I think um, yeah, I just want to have it done so you can listen to it. So the Falcons have the 16th pick in this draft, and they mostly need to focus on their defense, specifically the interior and the linebacking positions. Not as much as the corners and the safeties. So I have him taking Kevon Christian. I'm not gonna pronounce that right. That's Christianonian. Pictures up, so I mean you know who he is. Um, he's a linebacker out of LSU. 6'4", 250 pounds. Again, some of these are a couple pounds off depending on which website you go to. Last year he had 13 solo tackles, 26 assist tackles, 13.5 tackles for loss, and 6.5 sacks. He plays linebacker and defensive end or defensive lineman, whatever. Um, so yeah, he fills both of their defensive needs basically. Obviously, you can't play both, but um, yeah, he fills both their defensive needs, and he doesn't have an injury history. Uh, he did not participate in the combine, I guess, because his agent probably didn't want him to. Um, Overall, he looks like a really good player. One of the concerns with him is uh, the injury. I know I said he had no injury history, but turns out he had a torn ACL in 2018, which is not great. Um, One of the concerns is, I guess, would be more of the not how he plays at linebacker rather than defensive end, um, because of him able to not being able to uh, fight off blocks by run blocking. Obviously, when the offensive lineman pulls, it's going to be a lot harder for him. But yeah, I think he could be an impact starter. My concern would be just the my concern would be when the offense isn't just playing straight up and they're playing some kind of scheme where they're disguising something in a sense. Um, there have been a lot of concerns about how he's gonna adjust to that, but overall, he looks like a very good prospect. And the Cowboys have the 17th pick in the draft, and their needs, their most important needs, in my opinion, are the wide receiver and cornerback position. So I got the Cowboys taking Christian Fulton, a cornerback out of LSU. He's 6 feet 0 inches, 197 pounds, uh, 28 solo tackles, 10 assist tackles, 38 tackles for loss, one interception. The one interception is not that big of a concern. I mean, some people just uh, it's I mean, you'd obviously want the interception, but the deflection is what you want. Which the completion rate, which is 40%, which obviously you want the interception, but 40% completion rate since 2018 is pretty really good. Um, so yeah, the Cowboys get Christian Fulton. He showed up at the combine. He had a 4.46 40-yard dash, 35.5 broad jump, and a 6.64 cone drill. Um, so this is kind of, in my opinion, the final piece for the Cowboys at defense. Um, Obviously, the Cowboys are gonna have to make a decision with Byron Jones, who's a free agent this summer, or I guess this offseason, same stuff. Um, and he's not restricted, right? He's not he's 20, yeah, so he's not restricted, so it's gonna be pretty hard to keep him. And Christian Fulton, what are the cons and pros of him? I guess some people think he's a little too aggressive. I mean, yeah, it's true. Um, so that's gonna screw him there. But I mean, besides that, he's got the body, he's got the speed, he's got everything to keep up with the modern day wide receiver. As I mentioned before, he's 6'0". I mean, you'd like to be him a little bigger, but I mean, it's fine. Um, Look, I mean, they got to replace Byron Jones, and because they're probably going to keep Amari Cooper because it's probably just going to be easier. And Dak Prescott needs all the weapons he's going to have or going to get. So Christian Fulton fills a hole on their defense that they have to let go. The Miami Dolphins have the 18th pick, and they're going to use it on the defensive ball and select AJ Espinoza, a linebacker out of Iowa. He's 6'6". He's 280 pounds. Again, these things ratio, sometimes you can see it on the internet, it's 275. Whatever. 32 solo tackles, 17 assist tackles, 49 total tackles, 11.5 sacks, and of those tackles, 14.0 yards were for loss. He had a pretty good combine. His bench press was 17. His 3-cone was 7.34, 4.46 20-yard shuttle. A lot of the concerns for him seem to be stuff like his conditioning, his motor, fundamental stuff that you can correct. And as the Dolphins, you're a rebuilding team, so obviously you want to win games as soon as possible. But it's not the worst thing. You take someone with a higher ceiling than floor, I guess. But look, his floor is not bad. He seems to be a starter on day one. I could see them trading down from this spot just because the amount of picks they have. But I just had them stay there because AJ Espinoza really looked good to me. So yeah, they're gonna take him there.